Our reporter Karinda Jagmohan joins us now with more on this. Karinda, good afternoon to you. I mean, this is one of the stories we really hoped would not happen in the run-up to local elections. What do the families have to say about it?
The families, Stephen, they're devastated. We spoke to some of those families of victims who died. 3 women died. Among them was a woman, Sihle Zikalala. We spoke to her partner, actually, Sihle Zikalala, and he said that he questioned why the ANC did not have security at the events. He said that the ANC knew there were risks posed to various meetings. He said he was aware of the various fighting that was happening within the party. He said his partner, Sihle, had been a staunch supporter of the party, and she insisted on going that weekend to provide her voice with regards to which nominees should be chosen to be placed as candidates on the councillor list in that area, Ward 54 of Inanda, ahead of the local government elections. And she wanted to, she said, provide her voice to the ANC. Her sister was there with her and described the scene, saying that there was chaos erupting all around when they heard gunshots go off. And once she looked to her side for her sister, she saw her sister lying on the floor. And there was nothing she could do to help her sister. Her sister apparently died at the scene. 2 other women died as well. One of them, a mother of 3 children. Her mother going on to question whether supporters would be safe at ANC events going forward. Now, we did hear a voice from Sihle Zikalala. We heard him describe these events as barbaric and thuggish. He went on in that interview to say that they now are examining what he described as political hotspots, where there are hotspots of political violence in the province. And this is not something new to KwaZulu-Natal. We have seen this over the past years when it comes to the time of election, whether it be national elections or local government elections. There are incidents of violence emanating in areas where there's political contestation. And what he says now is, going forward, there will be an analyst and to determine whether there will be security threats at various areas where parties are campaigning, and to ensure that security is ramped up there. But it's too late for these families, the 3 families who have lost the woman in their lives. Many children here. Sihle, a mother of 2, another woman, a mother of 3 children. They're without their mother going forward, as well as the support system. So for them, what these families are saying, that they last saw their loved ones going on to provide a voice to the ANC and give some support to the party, but would never be able to return. And for them, that's something that they'll never be able to get back.
I mean, and the other concern, of course, Karinda, is that, unfortunately, that this could happen again. That really must be the risk now.
Absolutely. In fact, this is something that some of the family members were saying. We asked, what message would you want to give the ANC? And Sihle's husband, Sihle's partner rather, saying you need to ramp up security. If there are threats within the party, supporters need to feel safe, because people would always be supporting the ANC, but they need to ensure, the party leaders need to ensure that their supporters are ultimately safe. Now, this incident, the shooting that happened this weekend, is being investigated by the police's political violence task team, which means they believe that the shootings were politically motivated. But it's unclear at this stage, and it's police nor the ANC have identified that these women in particular were targeted. They were community members that were trying to participate in this ANC meeting at Ward 54 Inanda, but were sadly the victims of the shooting. But it must now be cleared and clarified as to why this shooting took place, what message, if any, were the gunmen trying to pass on, and who, if any person, actually directed these gunmen to carry out these shootings. This is something that still needs to be clarified by the ANC. They're still remaining mum regarding the tensions, and speaking about the inter-party tensions that we know are happening. We can see the results of it on the surface, but they still actually need to come clear with regards to what is happening within their party, and how their leaders within various factions will actually, what steps these leaders will take to ensure that we don't see such a violence going forward, especially when now the victims are the supporters of the party, the community on the ground, the voters. They are feeling that their lives are at risk going forward. Some of the community members in Inanda are also saying that they're also afraid leading up to the voting polls if the voting polls would be secure. And of course, this is something that the police and the IEC needs to speak more about.
Karinda Jagmohan, thank you very much.